اللهم صل على المصطفى حبيبنا محمد عليه السلام.
The biggest inhibitor for me on days like this is just the feeling of overwhelm that I get when I see the mess. Realistically speaking, it'll probably only take me 15 to 20 minutes per room to get it tidy again. But the non-logical part of my brain is telling me that it's going to take all day and it's going to be so hard, which makes it feel so overwhelming. I like to give myself a boost of momentum by just collecting all the mess into one corner of the room, and immediately it looks so much better. Then I can sort through the mess from one spot instead of running around the room like a crazy person. On reset days, I usually like to start with the kitchen because no matter what is going on in life, we still need to eat. So if my kitchen is taken care of, I know the rest of the house will be dealt with eventually.
اللهم صل على المصطفى حبيبنا محمد عليه السلام. اللهم صل على المصطفى حبيبنا محمد عليه السلام. He was respected, the most trustworthy of us all.
This is one of those days where I'm definitely going to pull out a freezer meal, and it's so nice to have that convenience. Before I started stocking my freezer, days like today where I'm really busy and trying to get back into routine would definitely be one of the days where I would have ordered takeout for dinner. So I'm especially grateful for my freezer meals today.
اللهم صل على المصطفى حبيبنا محمد عليه السلام. اللهم صل على المصطفى حبيبنا محمد عليه السلام. صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. الله يا رسول الله حبيب الله صلى الله عليه وسلم.
I'm headed to the gym now. I'm so excited for it because it's been about 2 weeks since I've been to the gym. It was the holidays, we've had family visiting. Quite a few of the days the gym was closed or had limited hours or didn't have the classes that I wanted, so I just kind of got lazy. But now it's time to get back on the horse. I'm leaving extra early today because the roads are so bad. There's so much snow everywhere. I don't want to rush it. I want to take my time, drive slowly, and find a good parking spot because it's always a struggle at this time of the evening.
اللهم صل على المصطفى حبيبنا محمد عليه السلام. اللهم صل على المصطفى حبيبنا محمد عليه السلام.
I think the combination of going out almost every single day in really cold weather, being sleep deprived due to staying up late having fun, and eating a little too much sugar laid the perfect foundation for illness to take over our bodies. This is probably the sickest we've been in years. As soon as I saw the first runny nose, I started preparing for what's to come because I knew the rest of us were eventually going to get it as well. I started by making a giant batch of soup. Usually, I'm the last out of everyone to get sick. It's such a huge mercy from Allah because it would be really tough to take care of everyone else at the same time that I'm taking care of myself as well. But this time, I got sick right alongside everyone else, and I think it was because I wasn't taking care of my body as well as I should have been the last 2 weeks. I didn't exercise, didn't watch what I ate, sleep schedule, didn't know her. So I feel like this was a not so gentle reminder to get back on track. Growing up, I learned from my mom that home remedies are always the first line of defense against common illnesses before we ever jump to taking pharmaceuticals. I learned that when taken consistently, they are quite effective but have less side effects than regular medications. I'm so grateful that I grew up in a culture that was surrounded by traditional herbal medicine, and as a result, I have a few recipes that I can whip up anytime me or my family gets sick. That's not to say we don't use over-the-counter or doctor-prescribed meds, because we do. I believe both types have their place in my medicine cabinet, but I just do my best to only use it when necessary.
Have you ever found it hard to breathe? Or even lost the courage to carry on with the world at your feet? In the dark where the shadows creep, a shining light is all we see.
Since I had just used up the last of my celery, I immediately wrote it down on my grocery list before I forgot.
Need a lot to carry you when your head is on the ground. You will be found. Allah's help is right here.
I made sure to use bone-in and skin-on chicken for those extra nutrients because we were gonna need them. This time, I'm making a double batch of my normal soup recipe, so I used the whole pack of the Costco chicken drumsticks instead of half.
He will never disappear. He will wipe away your tears. He will be there. He will be. Have you ever felt so lost that you don't care? 'Cause the world is broken.
Then I realized as I was stirring that my large stock pot that I'm using would overflow when I added water.
But don't give up, 'cause you're trying
Which is why I have an even bigger one.
to carry you when your head is on the ground. You will be found. Allah's help is right here. He will never disappear. He will wipe away your tears. He will be there. When you walk, he'll run to you. Every step he'll stand for you. You'll never walk alone. Found a place where you belong. When you walk, he'll run to you. Every step he'll stand for you. You will never walk alone. Found a place where you belong. Even when the dark comes crashing through, need a lot to carry you when your head is on the ground. You will be found. Allah's help is right here. He will never disappear. He will wipe away your tears.
I'm gonna get this to a hard boil and then lower the temperature so that it can simmer for maybe an hour and a half. We'll see. I was running low on my homemade sore throat syrup and cold and flu syrup, so I proceeded to restock those next. It was such perfect timing that my in-laws kindly brought us a large bucket of raw honey from their local farm because I was about to use a whole bunch of it making these home remedies. My mother-in-law also gave us this cold support tea made of echinacea and elderberry, which we used a lot as well. I had a dentist appointment, so I couldn't get to doing the finishing touches of the soup until later in the afternoon. So now I'm taking out the chicken and then using an immersion blender to blend all of the veggies to make it easier for the kids to drink as well.
Even when the dark
I'm adding some leftover bechamel sauce that I froze from the last time I made lasagna, which gave the soup a richer texture and flavor. While that was dissolving into the soup, I started making my cold and flu syrup because it needed to sit for at least 12 to 24 hours before we could use it. It has 3 simple ingredients that can be found in most kitchens: onion, garlic, and honey.
To carry you when your head is on the ground, you will be found. Allah's help is right here. He will never disappear. He will wipe away your tears. He will be there. When you walk, he'll run to you. Every step he'll stand for you. You'll never walk alone. Found a place where you belong.
I start by roughly chopping the onion and garlic and then covering it all with a thick layer of honey.
Yeah. There you go. Yummy onion?
Mama?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, what happened?
Onions have a compound that helps break up mucus, making it easier to cough it out. Garlic is naturally antiviral, and honey is naturally healing for many things, as mentioned in the Quran.
Every step will stand for you. You will never walk alone. Found a place where you belong. Even when the dark comes crashing through, need a lot to carry you when your head is...
As the honey dissolves, it will extract all the juices from the garlic and onion to create a syrup that is a really potent remedy for cold and flu.
He will wipe away your tears. He will be there. He will be there. He will be there.
I kept it on the stove beside the simmering soup to speed up the process of dissolving the honey. For the soup, I used the immersion blender one more time to make sure everything was well incorporated before plating it.
Even when the dark comes crashing through, need a lot to carry you when your head is on the ground. You will be found. Allah's help is right here. He will never disappear. He will wipe away your tears. He will be there. He will be there. He will wipe away your tears. He will be there.
I'm setting up my nighttime station now. I have this night syrup for the kids, nasal saline spray, a syringe for the medication, suction, just in case, Tylenol.
On the nights where I had the energy for it, I made this decongestant concoction from sliced onions doused in apple cider vinegar. The fumes coming off of the combination of those 2 ingredients acts as a really great decongestant. I placed it in the kids' room right next to their cribs and snuck out. Last night was quite rough. Both the kids woke up crying multiple times, so we all slept in quite late this morning. I noticed my 10-month-old is breastfeeding more now and eating less solid food, which is a good thing because breast milk has the exact antibodies his body needs to fight off the virus. But that does mean extra demand on my body, so I've been making sure to hydrate and feed myself well. After I strained off the syrup, I'm going to keep it refrigerated where it can last for quite a long time. We used it every day, multiple times a day for the rest of the week. I'm not even being biased when I say this genuinely tastes amazing. I would 100% eat this as a chicken wing sauce. If anyone has any idea what I could do with the onion and garlic that I've strained off, please let me know, as I really don't like throwing it away, but I'm out of ideas. Next, I started on the sore throat syrup. This one has 4 ingredients: honey, olive oil, cinnamon, and lemon or lime. I prefer lime. Mix it all really well and it creates this nice soothing balm for your sore throat. I had a bunch of limes that were starting to go bad that I needed to use up, so this was the perfect recipe for that. The cinnamon in this syrup promotes circulation, and it does that by having a vasodilation effect. Basically, it widens the blood vessels. It's a warming spice and it has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects, all of which are needed to soothe a sore throat. The olive oil lubricates the throat, and if you use extra virgin olive oil, it has anti-inflammatory effects as well.
حفاظه هديا ونور ومبارك رتل عسى تلقى به أعلى الأجور هو منهج فارسم به لفلاح.
Normally I just try and mix it really well with a spoon, but inevitably there's still a thin layer of oil on top. This time I wanted to test out using my immersion blender to see if it would keep the ingredients incorporated and emulsified. It worked, kind of. I still needed to give it a little mix every time I go to use it, but I noticed that there's a thick layer of emulsified mixture on top, even when it's been sitting for a while and has separated. And it gave it this slightly creamy and silky texture, and you didn't taste the oil at all because it was well incorporated. So moving forward, I'll use my immersion blender for this. Both kiddos developed a fever, but alhamdulillah, it was a mild one, so I didn't end up needing to do anything for it. And a fever is our body's way of trying to fight and kill off the virus, so unless it's a real emergency, I don't really feel the need to medicate it. Now I'm making garlic infused milk for my baby. This is something my mom used to make for us all the time growing up whenever we got sick, so it feels like a full circle moment now that I'm making it for my own child. I'm using goat milk because it's significantly easier to digest than cow's milk for babies. I don't let it infuse for more than a few minutes, and I'm straining it off while it's really hot because I don't want it getting a really strong garlic flavor and potentially irritating his stomach. I was really good about continuing to take my prenatals and supplements up until about 6 months postpartum, and then I just kind of slacked off for the last few months. So now I've started taking them again. To be completely honest, I haven't done a deep dive research on supplements and how effective they are or if we really need them and all that stuff. I do plan on doing that eventually, but until then, I'm just gonna go with the flow of what everyone is doing and just take good quality supplements that aren't insanely expensive. And as for over-the-counter medications that we've been using, we have Tanolol Complete for when mine and my husband's symptoms got really bad, Kids Gravol because my daughter had a really bad nausea due to a stomach bug on top of everything else. And last but not least, we have this homeopathic nighttime syrup that's been really helpful to help the kids get some sleep by minimizing their cold and flu symptoms.
He will love you in every way. He will be there when nobody stays. If you trust him, he'll build a way and tackle your hardships and guide you the way. He's watching over us.